So, if I could have your attention for just 1 minute, so welcome everybody to the 2014 Worldwide Wrap. As you can see, we have projected up the wall. We've got 2 separate locations in Hungary. Say hi to everybody. That's Benjamin. Zoli is off to the side somewhere, and from her family home, that is Anna. Say hi to Dor Hadash, everybody. Everybody say hi. Hi. Okay, we've got about 40 guys here, and we're about to start, so they can see us. You can see them. More than 40, yeah, we're probably close to 50. And it should be wonderful. Elliot, up to you.
Page 6. These flags.
Amen.
Page 12. Yitadar, Yitalem, Yitalal, Shmei Kusha, Revu, Le'elam, Minkol, Refata, Bishurata, Tushkata, Nekamata, Damiram, Bialam, Biru, Amen. Bial Yisrael, Bial Ramadan, Bial Tamidehom, Bial Kol, Tamidehom, Bial Kol, Man, Bial Sin, Baraita, Bial Din, Badiva, Volata, Biata, Yehe, Lahom, Lahom, Shlam, Araba, Tina, Batista, Baratamin, Vafayin, Rekim, Zunar, Viva, Orthoganam, Mikadam, Bahan, Bishmaya, Vimru, Amen. Yehe, Shlam, Araba, Mishmaya, Vafayin, Togim, Elenu, Bial Israel, Vimru, Amen. Ose Shalom, Rama, Ubra, Halom, Ase Shalom, Alenu, Bial Israel, Vimru, Amen. Page 14. This was shift and another Bible. Bhakti Misakti Nathol, Ali, Bhakti Sakati Kisraino, Samkar, Bhakti Rakakabalo, Yadamano Elahai, Elahama Tekka, Mornis Kaddish, 850. Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabam, Yamad, Yivrak, Yutei, Yamlik Malkutei, Vatayikon, Yamekon, Vayek, Volkek Israel, Vagalah, Zizman Korish, Nimru, Amen. Shmei Rabban, Zavarach, Le'elam, Me'amaya, Yitvarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitvavar, V'yitvalam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitalel, V'yitalal, Shmei Kusha, V'yitvu, Le'elam, Minkol, V'yachata, V'shirata, Tushmashkata, V'netamata, Damiram, V'yamah, V'yimru, Amen. Yehi, Shlam, Rabban, Mishmaya, V'chayim, Aleinu, V'yalko, Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Shalom, Uyah, Shalom, Aleinu, Yalko, Israel, Vimru, Amen. 8:16, please rise. For Rosh Hashanah, separation. Keep coming, Page 21, Australia's Women Dead, my
Thank you to the Brotherhood for again sponsoring the Worldwide Wrap, and welcome to our friends overseas who are joining us. A different, perhaps, approach to tefillin for a moment. If you remember, or not, in the Torah, we are told, Sheshet Yamim Ta'avod V'asita Kol Melachtecha V'yom HaShvi'i Tishbot. That 6 days you shall work, and on the 7th day you rest. And most commentators, when we look at that, we look at it literally. There's 6 days of work, and then the 7th, that's a factual statement. 6 days you work, on the 7th day you rest. However, what if it's a conditional statement? Only if you work 6 days do you merit the benefit that comes with the day of rest. That without those 6 days of work, you would not have the opportunity and the privilege of having that 7th day of rest. So it becomes a conditional statement. Now, why do I say this? Because Jewish tradition in many different ways suggests that nothing comes easy in this world. And in fact, things that come easy, we tend to denigrate them. If they come without effort and without energy, we tend to not take them as seriously as we should. So, I just want to share with you 2 midrashim from Avot de Rabbi Natan. Now, you all are familiar with Pirkei Avot, which is a section of the Mishnah giving statements that are made by rabbinic authorities, and they're collected into a whoops. That figures.
Don't take it personal, though.
Anyway, so you what was I saying? Oh yeah, nothing comes easy. You have to work for it. So Avot de Rabbi Natan is another collection of statements by rabbinic authorities, similar to Pirkei Avot, but these statements are not included in Pirkei Avot. So just listen to this. Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar Omer, Af Adam HaRishon. Shimon ben Elazar said, even Adam HaRishon, the first man, Lo Ta'am Klum, didn't get to eat a thing Ad she'asa melacha, until he worked for it. God was not going to put him down in the Garden of Eden and say, here's a buffet table, you can have what you want. The Torah tells us, Vayanichehu began Eden le'ovda u'leshomra, that God placed Adam in the Garden of Eden to work it, to work it, to guard it, to watch it. And only a later verse says, Mikol eitz hagan achol te'achel, that you can eat. So, from the order, we know that first you work and then you eat. And even Adam HaRishon understood that God does not bestow blessings, to put it sort of in religious terms, grace is not a concept in Jewish tradition. That doesn't mean God isn't kind. Grace, in Christianity at least, indicates the notion that God will bestow blessings upon those who are worthy, whether they do anything or not. We don't believe that. You have to work in order to get the blessing, as Adam did in the Garden of Eden. Now, the second midrash here, which I don't even need to read, which you can figure out, is on the verse that we read yesterday. Va'asuli mikdash v'shachanti betocham. God tells Moses to fashion an ark that will contain the commandments. And that this ark will be the place, v'shachanti betocham, that God will be represented amongst the people by this ark. Okay? What if that is a conditional phrase? That's what the Midrash says. Asuli mikdash, only if you make a mikdash, v'shachanti betocham, then I will be amongst you. I'm not going to be here unless you work at making it possible for me to be here by building an altar, by putting forth the effort and the energy, the sweat and tears or whatever, in order to, and by the way, they did. Remember, they voluntarily brought all kinds of things to the building of the Mishkan. They had so much, they had to stop collecting. It was the end of the campaign, they stopped collecting and people kept bringing. But that sense that unless you work for it, God will not be there for you, I think is a crucial concept in Jewish tradition. God does not simply drop in uninvited, but it's where we work and where we put forth energy. I'd like to suggest that's what tefillin is. Tefillin, you can't walk into a shul and just plop yourself down in the seat and expect that, metaphorically, God will be present. But putting on the tefillin, the effort, the energy, the work to put on the tefillin is what gives us the merit to then have God be with us. And of course, that's true. The tefillin gets us into that mindset that God is going to be with us at this moment when we are together for tefillah. And that's what I think the message of tefillin is. That we need to make it possible for God to be with us only when we put forth the effort. And tefillin is one of those ways, and helps us to build a community that will in itself allow God to be present. But we, each of us, has to participate in that effort, and you do that, not only in the worldwide wrap, but every day when we put on tefillin, we participate in that effort of bringing God. It is not God bestowing presence upon us. We have to work for it, and I think that's a crucial concept. And I thought of it, I don't know if they can hear me. Good. No, maybe not. Good. So I want to just point out that our friends in Budapest understand that clearly, that they need to, and they have worked to build a community out of nothing. Whether it's tefillin or getting together or finding a siddur or connecting with us in Sharon. They have built the community from nothing, and every time they are together, God's presence is with them. Not because they happen to be in the same room, but because they have worked for it and continue to work for it. And our commitment to you, to them, is to help them do that. We help create community not only here, but there as well. And my prayer is that as we gather for Tefillin today for this worldwide wrap, and clearly there is a presence of God felt in this room because we're together and because we're sharing this moment, may that presence also be felt in Budapest, in South America, in Latin America, in Asia, all over the world where Jews gather together to build communities with tefillin, with sidurim, or if they don't have them yet, we'll provide it for them. But to make sure that every Jew understands that it's their effort and energy that brings God's presence into their midst. May it be so for all of us and for our friends abroad as well, and let us say.
Amen.
Service continues on page 30. Baruch Hu Adonai Haborah. Baruch Adonai Haborah, Le'olam
No, I use this one for weekdays. The other one is for Shabbos.
Adonai Elohim,
Amidah. Just one halachic piece that occurred to me that we don't explain too often. So when we do the Amidah aloud, in other words, when we're joining with, which only happens at Shachar. At Mincha, you don't do that. At Mincha, the leader leads and everybody responds. At Shacharit, if you're not doing a repetition, we sing with. But if you sing with the last bracha, right, you have to say that bracha. You all listened, and Bill did the bracha, and you said Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo, and he finished Hayel HaKadosh. But you actually have to say that bracha if you're reciting. So what you would do is, on L'dor Vador, you come back and join. So you join together through till the Kedusha. Then you do the Kedusha contrapuntally, but when, or whatever it is, I don't know. We would say seriatim or something, but anyway, then when Bill starts L'dor Vador, you come back and recite that whole thing with him, including the bracha at the end. Otherwise, you missed one of the brachot. You only did, right, 18 instead of 19, and you have to do 19. So that's only when you're saying the Amidah with the Shaliach Tzibur. Okay, and that only happens at Shacharit. At Mincha, we always listen, and we say Amen and Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo to the brachot. Then we go back and read it, and when we read it, we're catching that last bracha, not as part of the Kedusha, but we catch it. If you look, you have to look at the book, but there is a little bracha that precedes a Takadosh. That's where you catch the last bracha when you're doing it. Does everybody, did that make any sense to you? Yeah. So just to keep that in mind for the future. Okay.
Takadosh begins on, is from pages 59 to 63.
I will continue to the valiant fight.
Tushkashmata, Vinekhamata, Chafirutei, Yamlik Malkutei, V'chaye Kon, V'yomei Kon, V'chaye L'kol Beit Yisrael, V'agolav Bizman Karim V'imru Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach V'elam Lonei Amayah, Yitparach V'yishtabach V'yitpahar V'yitroman V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Kedusha V'yiru, Ve'elah Mikol Birchata V'shirata, Tush B'chata V'nechemata, Da'amiran V'yamah V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlom Rabba Mishamayah, V'chayim Aleinu V'ya'atro Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Rama, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'ya'atro Yisrael V'imru Amen. Wherever Israel takes something.
Bill, page 75.
Hang on, 251 for information.
Still on the low.
May I give no entry, if we be in a
Page 75. Uvinu Shabbat Sur Yisrael V'Golov, Orei Le'inat Yisrael, V'Rishit Tzvikat Gulateinu, Hagen Alecha Be'avrat Hasdecha, Ufros Le'etat Sukat Shamecha, U'shlam Arvacha Mikol Haroshecha, Ta'avela V'Yotzecha, Kamei V'Yitzat Torah V'Yochanecha, Hadei V'Ginei V'Ginei Eretz Kashenu, V'Hamidei V'Hamidei Yeshua, God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America.
I think this proves that we as people, no one is alone anywhere in the world. We reach out, all of us reach out wherever Jews are, whether they're in Europe, whether they're in South America, anywhere. And this is this kind of worldwide rap is being replicated and other communities are trying to do the same thing that we're doing here. There are over 50, maybe 60 people here. We have our friends in Hungary listening in. It's a wonderful thing. A couple of things. One, I'm going to put a plug in for the Daily Minyan. It's wonderful that we've got 60 people here. The Daily Minyan can use the assistance in the morning and in the evening. You don't have to come every day. You don't have to give whatever works for your schedule. If you can, please come. The second thing is the food is coming out. We asked.
I was very active in my community, which is called Orthodox. Thank you so much for this wonderful prayer. It was a great experience. Thank you.
Zoe?
Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm attending university too. I'm a member of Orthodox too. I'm planning to live in Boston in 5 years, so I will see a lot of you guys in a few years.
Really? You're planning to move here to Boston?
Yeah, I'm planning 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's it, that's
Excellent.
What a waste of money
on out.
You're bad, Henry. You're bad.
Henry's moving to Budapest, so all right.
The president for the Dutch, but it's not the title I have to do for, but to work with the community, for a community. Yes, it's a lot. I'm very happy we are getting different kind of outcomes so far. Thank you.
Thank you. So.